Houston Rockets, rumors, reality, and the road ahead. The Houston Rockets have become one of the hottest talking points in the NBA. Once a rebuilding team packed with youthful potential, the Rockets have now entered a new era of relevance. With major roster additions, contract extensions, and high-stakes rumors, Houston is no longer just developing, it's contending. Let's dive into the full story, what's confirmed, what's speculation, and what it all means for the franchise's future. Confirmed moves, the Rockets go all in. The headline move of the summer was nothing short of shocking. Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, is now a Houston Rocket. The front office pulled off a blockbuster trade with the Phoenix Suns, instantly transforming the Rockets from a promising team into a potential powerhouse. Durant's arrival has already had ripple effects across the league. Ticket sales for Houston home games jumped by more than 25%, and the Rockets are suddenly in the national spotlight. At 36 years old, Durant may not be the future of the franchise, but he represents the here and now, a win-now mentality that Houston hasn't shown since the James Harden era. But KD isn't the only headline. The Rockets made sure to keep their core intact. Jabari Smith Jr. signed a 5-year, $122 million extension. At just 22, Smith has shown flashes of becoming one of the NBA's premier two-way forwards, and the team clearly believes in his long-term upside. Fred VanVleet re-signed on a 2-year, $50 million contract. The veteran guard provides leadership, championship pedigree, and stability in the backcourt. Clint Capela made his return, signing a 3-year, $21.5 million deal. A familiar face to Houston fans, Capela brings rebounding, rim protection, and playoff experience to a roster that suddenly has championship aspirations. Coach Ime Udoka earned himself an extension after guiding Houston to a strong playoff run. Known for his discipline and defensive schemes, Udoka is seen as the man to maximize both the veterans and the young stars. These moves mark a clear shift. The Rockets are no longer just about development, they are about winning. Warning sign: the rumors. What's next for Houston? No NBA team is free from rumors, and with Durant in town, speculation has only intensified. 3 big storylines dominate the conversation. 1. Kevin Durant's long-term future. Durant's contract situation is a hot topic. While Houston successfully traded for him, the deal doesn't guarantee long-term stability. At his age, the Rockets face the difficult balance of managing his workload while trying to squeeze out championship runs. Rumors suggest the front office will push hard for a contract extension sooner rather than later, but the question remains, will KD want to commit? 2. Balancing the books. With Durant, VanVleet, and Smith all on major contracts, and Sengun likely due for a massive payday soon, the Rockets are walking a financial tightrope. Luxury tax concerns are already floating around. Houston will have to decide how much they are willing to spend to keep this core intact. Some analysts even speculate that role players could be moved to make financial room for another star, should the opportunity arise. 3. The fifth starter debate. Ime Udoka has 4 starters locked in: Durant, VanVleet, Sengun, and Amen Thompson. The big question is, who grabs the 5th spot? Options include Jabari Smith Jr., Tari Eason, or even Dorian Finney-Smith. Rumors suggest the Rockets could look to the trade market if they feel an upgrade is needed, especially on the wing. This decision could shape the team's defensive versatility and offensive spacing throughout the season. Analysis: how good can this team be? With Durant in the fold, expectations are sky high. Houston suddenly boasts a mix of veteran firepower: Durant, VanVleet, Capela; young core talent: Sengun, Thompson, Smith Jr., Eason; a proven coach, Udoka, who has already taken a team to the NBA Finals. The Rockets have the ingredients to be a top 4 seed in the West if everything clicks. However, there are real concerns. Durability. Durant's health is always a question mark. One injury could derail Houston's momentum. Chemistry. How quickly can young stars adjust to playing alongside a high-usage legend like Durant? Depth. The Western Conference is stacked, and playoff series often come down to bench strength. Off-court impact. Houston back on the map. Beyond the basketball court, the Rockets are experiencing a surge in relevance. Merchandise sales, ticket sales, and national TV appearances are climbing. For a franchise that has been in the shadows since the Harden era ended, this is a major revival. Alperen Şengün's success on the international stage, leading Turkey deep into Eurobasket, only adds to the global spotlight. The Rockets are becoming an international draw, blending a mix of established greatness and youthful promise. The road ahead. The Rockets' season will ultimately be judged by one question: can this team contend for a championship right now? If Durant stays healthy and the young core continues to rise, the answer may very well be yes. But the margins in the NBA are razor-thin, and one wrong move, be it a contract misstep, a trade gone wrong, or a key injury, could derail the plan. For now, Houston fans can dream big again. The rumors swirl, the excitement builds, and one thing is certain: the Rockets are back in the NBA spotlight.